Okily doke, let's get woke. It's episode 3, season 1, Rick and Morty, 100 times forever. So skip the intro, and here we go. About here.
Lasting Christmas last arrived on the Christmas.
Interesting song, never heard that before. Lasting Christmas last arrived. I don't know if this is a made-up song for the movie, but and I may be getting the wrong inference here, but the world is ever-changing, and some things seem to be lasting. So humans find those seemingly lasting things and define them, and they build up knowledge and identity and rules and legislation and laws and ideas of authority. Now, it could go two ways. That it could be something like, and I'm thinking spiritual things here, people who live to the lasting things will be the last to arrive at truth. Could be that, or could be vice versa. Could be the other way around. I heard a story that was about Azrael, the angel of death, and the angel of death was a man who turned angel, the only man who turned into an angel. Angels aren't usually, they're not men, they're created by the higher being in the story. But the angel of death is supposed to be the very last thing. Everything will die and disappear, you know, and crumble and be nothing, and he will still be here. So that's just interesting piece of information for you guys.
You are really giving it to this hand. Merry Christmas. Hello. My parents are coming over for the first time in years. Can we stow the gadget?
So to Jerry, Christmas is a big event. He wants it to go well.
Hey man,
And
this holiday is about humanity.
he gives it a lot of value.
Whatever.
And he's got what the holiday's for wrong, even. But it doesn't matter. People give things value whether they understand them or not, what they really are. Now he's going to take the electronic items. He thinks it's getting in the way of the event. He asks Summer for it. She says no. So she's not willing to listen to authority. But a simple little threat. She does care about reputation, so she folds when he says he'll join Facebook.
We're like, whoa, what is this? My parents are coming. Calm down, Jerry. This is Ruben.
So Rick stand up with Ruben, a homeless Santa, and he's justified bringing him into the house by saying that he's doing something nice for Ruben. And they totally bought it. Because language can reason anything and say anything. It's the liar, you know, like, it never had truth in it. It can say anything. And even if it's accurate, it doesn't mean it's more than imagination. Even if it aligns with the sequence of events in the world, or objects in the world, doesn't make it true.
No phones, no laptops. We are connecting this Christmas, like old school Jews on a Saturday.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, write in the comments, but the Jewish have their Shabbat on Saturday, which is the rest day of God. And on that day they do prayer and connecting sort of activities. They come together.
Hi, can I help you?
Jerry, this
This is more of an informative episode, I
Did you get
guess.
our text message?
No, you must be Jerry. That's a fine.
So they didn't get his text they didn't get their text message because he put all the phones away.
William Sonoma? I wish, but thank you.
So he couldn't be prepared for the coming events because he closed communication in his attempt to open
The way we
communication.
see it, he's a part of the family.
Wow.
After your father's brush with cancer. And
So Jerry seems, while a little confused, totally okay with Jacob being here. They said that they consider him part of the family.
Your uncle.
So the self-evident reality is perfectly fine. Jerry's got no problem with that, but he wants to know what that deeper thing, the deeper meaning that's behind it. They said that Jacob's now part of the family. Okay, that's interesting. I just want to say that I consider the people who are nice and who respect me to be my family. I don't think, I have here this biological body that's also part of me. And you can say, someone's your family because they're similar DNA, blood, closely related biologically. But I'm like a mental being, like most of my experience is mental, and my body just reacts and reflects to the mental. So I consider people family for whether they like me mentally, and that is whether they live to common decency. So,
We looked at
hi
life
family.
and wondered, how have we spent it? And how do we spend the rest of it? What are we going to be when we die? A list of fears and questions? Or a collection of real experience?
And that is profound. Good on you, writers. So, Mum said, are we going to be a collection of questions and fears? I suppose that it would have been, I think, better said, are we going to be a collection of questions and answers? And then she goes on to say, or are we going to be amazing experiences, you know?
Then Jacob came into our lives.
And that's true, because questions and answers are academia, and experiences are, I don't know what experiences are.
We're learning to live again.
All three of us.
It's living. It's the difference between living and
Now
knowing.
we are talking. This man's got the apron and the eggnog, huh?
Jacob makes a joke that doesn't make any sense at all.
Hello there. Morty, moment of your time? He's in bad shape, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Rick said hello, but he didn't even wait for Jacob to answer. He was already going to speak to Morty, so it shows how much he cares. He cares.
How do you think I am? I'm sitting here trying to save the guy's life.
But not,
I
he
need your
doesn't.
help. I want you to find Dr. Xenon Bloom. He'll know what's going on.
Where do I find Dr. Bloom?
Dr. Bloom, Dr. Bloom, in
Leave it on the
Reuben.
table, Morty. I don't have time for you to wrap your little walnut around everything. Just hold your breath until the process is over or your lungs will collapse.
So Rick says you'll find Dr. Bloom in Reuben. Morty doesn't make the connection. This is Reuben on the table. He asks if he means a different Reuben, Minnesota. Obviously, we can confound ourselves, our minds, when we go to words. The words can take us into the past, into the future, into next door, down the street, you know, fairy tale, imaginary land, all sorts of places away from the present moment.
Morty, can you hear me?
Anyway, Morty's in the body.
Depending on my aim, you should be just south of the entrance.
Entrance to what?
Welcome, Morty.
Okay, that's interesting. Rick says, depending on my aim, you should be close to the entrance. Morty hasn't seen it yet. He says, entrance to what? And Rick takes the opportunity. Welcome to Anatomy Park. Okay, well, that worked out perfectly, didn't it? Because what if his aim was slightly off and Morty wasn't looking at Anatomy Park?
It's a little business venture I've been cooking up on the side
Yeah,
with Dr.
that
Bloom.
he must be so genius to know how accurate he is with his aim.
Gee, Morty, you should really help put
It's a
down
show, I
the
know,
Oh
but
my god! This is insane! Spleen Mountain!
Spleen Mountain, Bladder
Falls,
Falls, Parts of the Pancreas.
Huh? No,
Oh.
no, I'm just reading them out loud in the order that I'm seeing them.
Okay, all right. If I sounded a little defensive, it's because pirates are
So, Rick misinterpreted Morty's tone of voice or his meaning. He got
Pancreas was my baby. You know, I got a lot of
defensive
pushback when I pitched it, Morty. I guess I'm still a little defensive.
because he got
Let's just find
pushback
out.
when he
I'm picking up
pitched
a
it.
distress signal in the liver, Morty. See?
So people rejecting some words that Rick said, the blueprint, the predication, the project, whatever. He presented something in words, and people pushed it back. Now, Rick is defensive. He's got a trigger, and I just want to say that it seems like Rick still has his shield. Like, humans generally get offensive, get defensive. That's the sword and the shield, right? And so you can put the sword down and your life becomes so much better, because if you're not throwing out offense, then people tend to come around and you know, even if they're, you know, hostile, they'll come back to normal. They'll meet you on your level because you're, you know, you outlast them on the comfort level, on the contentment level. So people go to whoever outlasts them. But then there's still the shield. And that's interesting. The shield hurts us as well. If we've still got a shield up, it's like, a shield is like building a wall, walling something off, and we think that we're defending from something external to us, like something incoming that's outside of us. But when we create that wall, we create it inside of us. So we put up this wall, and then it divides us from ourselves, inside ourselves. And so we have us, and we have the thing that we're protecting, and we have separation. And that seems to really hurt. And that's why it really, really, really sucks when you have secrets. Because a secret is like this thing in you, this normal thing, whatever it is, and you call it forbidden, and you put up a defense there, and so every time you think of it, you put up a wall, and then you feel hurt, and that's why it hurts. It doesn't. This is just my opinion. I'm not a trained professional at anything. I haven't done any courses. This is just my ideas, but it puts up a wall in you. It hurts. It's not because you haven't told anyone. Telling other people what your secret is doesn't actually in itself help you. It might if they accepted you fully with that, so that you could feel like, oh, I can accept it, it's okay. But generally all you gotta do, you gotta just take that shield down, take that wall down, and not separate yourself from parts of yourself. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not perfect. I've still got to work on myself, but that's what I see in myself anyway.
Ruben's seen some rough years, Morty. Don't judge. You don't agree to have a theme park built inside you if your life's going great.
So there's nothing for now, so we'll skip forward, and I'll just tell you, at the dinner table, Jerry finds out about what Jacob's role is in the relationship, and he rejects that, so that doesn't feel good to Jerry. We'll keep going. Okay, there's a scene here where Summer's boyfriend...
I'm doing a human holiday.
Well, did you even consider how that might make me feel?
How you feel? Why is everything always happening to you?
Summer,
So he's
did
taking something personally because he wants the world to conform to
you have a
him,
boyfriend?
Yeah.
which we discussed in the last episode. That's Jerry's way of being.
No disrespect, but you really need
And
to
Jacob
get more
understands, and he
should be able to access
takes the boyfriend and says, where's this anger coming from? It turns out that he's got
fishing once.
anger inside him because something happened when he was younger, and he feels that it defines him. So it's his own definitive identity that's constricting him, causing the aggression, and Jacob says, that doesn't define you. You are who you are. Summer is who she is. Something like that.
Where's the anger coming from? Took me fishing once.
See what he
In the
says.
bushes.
I can't. You made me feel like a girl. I made me a girl.
He didn't make you anything, man. You are who you are.
Okay,
she
I
is
was
who
right.
she is. And you go to her. Brand new.
Come here right now.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ethan. I love you.
Okay, so they're different people without that definition. You know, we reduce ourselves to a definition. It's very constricting. we think it's based on our experiences, but it's a selection of our experiences. So therefore, it's not our totality of experience. We've selected certain things, no matter how hard we try to get the totality, and those things make up a negative or positive identity, and that's like our prison. And we could add things to our identity, so it's an expansive identity, ever opening, and we're putting more on it, and therefore incomplete, and therefore we can go around and have experiences in the world to find out who else we are. We're this and this and this, yes, but we're this too, and we're this and we're this, and oh, I'm that, and oh, I'm bigger than I thought. So I think that is just another way of creating identity, additive.
Nothing to worry about.
The giant naked sky center has exploded. Blood and chunks of viscera are raining down on the country.
Okay, I could say something about the blood, but I won't, because I'm not going to pick this apart, because it's a comedy.
Yeah, so I heard. You dodged a bullet, Morty. Trust me. Love the vagina.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, unbelievable. We got a bunch of robot computer people sitting around.
Okay, so now they're on their electronic devices. However, they're at peace.
Jesus Christ, our Savior was born today. Are you people even human? What kind of Christmas is this?
Jerry missed the whole idea of Christmas, which was, coming together and accepting each other. Not so much accepting, but meeting people where they are, and not rejecting them, not disrespecting them, and it's not about the specifics of their lives. Like, it's not a court case. It's just, we see what is on our current mind at the time, right? And then we express that to other people, and then so they can see what's on our mind at the current time. And that can obviously be changed. And as a self-managing person, we can go, oh, that's on my mind. Probably not the most, nice feeling thing I can think of or feel. Okay, now what's on it? Like, can I put something new into it? And so, I mean, if you live your life that way, then you don't get stuck on the judgments.
Loud and clear, Eddie.
The judging of people, because you have a judgment, and then you go, okay, that's on my mind. All right, change the subject.
We're also on with Alejandro, our chief imaginarian, Jacob and Chris Dessiter from Microscopic Marketing.
So I don't think there's any more.
Hey, everybody.
Rick's going to say something that might be important.
It's Alejandro speaking. So we asked ourselves.
Oh,
We asked ourselves over here.
they're changing the name of Anatomy Park because they've decided it's not objective enough. A pancreas doesn't produce pyrex, it produces insulin.
So we're starting with a new.
Those guys are
Rick's
inside me.
angry, hangs up the phone, and he says,
Those guys are inside you building a piece of shit, Ethan. They're inside you building a monument to compromise.
monument to compromise. I'm not sure what that means, because that's I'm a simple guy, but they obviously won't compromise from the objective. So, Pirates of the Pancreas, it's not Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's just fun. Like, who cares? Just build the thing and so people can have fun.
Those people. This whole thing.
But people don't know how to have fun because they've taken their knowledge and they've tied it to what they call evidence, tied it down, and no one can fly anymore. And I'm